Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to go over my thoughts about the 8th Army moves and some combats. I think I've got... Am I really doing combats with these guys? Whoa, I'm doing 3 combats. Holy smokes, can't believe it. So I've got 22 points for the 8th Army HQ. And the core HQ that I made, what was it, last turn, I think, and gave them 10 points. That's why they couldn't move. They're with Battle Group 5, which is where 8th Army HQ is. So what is the first thing? Oh yeah, no reinforcements this turn. Well, kind of. I mean, this was reinforcements from last turn, but I left them entrained because I was only able to use... I think 10 divisions worth. Anyways, I maxed out what I could do moving rails. That's why I left them on a 3rd train, because I moved the other two other groups via rail last turn. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is occupy Hex 2008, which is where the Russians had left. They vacated this hex. They had some cavalry here. So I'm going to move these guys up. I don't see any other reason why they should... Ooh, geez, I don't know. Do I want to put them... Yeah, no, this is going to be the ultimate objective here, so that's more than easy. That's 2 movement points. 1 movement point to get across an open terrain, and... or clear... what do they call it here? Clear terrain in this game, and then 1 to get into that zone of control. So those guys are done. I'm just going to, just in case... Oops. Put them sideways. So I don't remember, but I don't think I moved. Well, I could be moving some guys like around, I think. Now, what was the other one I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I want to send the 8th Cavalry Division along here. I don't see why they can't do it. I mean, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I force march them, do I want to get them to hop across the river already and scare the shit out of 1st Army? Sure, why not? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There we go. And then I'm also going to move the 6th Cavalry Division up there as well. I mean, obviously they're not going to get right there, but still. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since I'm sorry, not force march, column movement. I got to remember it's not called force march in this. Okay, now what else? What were the other important things before I start fiddling around here? Move the core HQ to Tallenstein and then rail them to Königsberg. And I think I did this right. Hold on, I gotta go and grab the core HQ marker. Here we go. Now, so they've got a movement of 4, I do believe. So that's 2 movement points to get to the woods, right? 1 movement point to entrain, and they're going to use the single track rail straight up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're in HQ, so using rail is 1/6 of a movement point each hex. So they make it just perfectly. And since in this game it doesn't cost anything to detrain, they're just detrained. So that's cool. So I've got the core HQ in Königsberg. With like, you know, in the fortress, and they're able to now supply, supply well, more than anything, attacks. If I was going to do an attack, I don't know if I wanted to do one there. I know, but I'm amazed I've got listed. Okay, so what else did I say? Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do, is start trying to fiddle around here. I just want to make sure that I've done every other thing I was supposed to do. So I moved the core HQ to Allenstein, and then I railed to Königsberg, which I did. I want to send Battle Group 4 to help out in the Battle of Niedenberg by railing just west of Allenstein. Okay. So it's these guys. So just west in Allenstein to 1512. Alright. So here we go, guys. All the way up to 1512. Yeah, because if I go to Allenstein and then try to go down, take units down, it sucks for the woods. So I'm leaving them here. So that's one movement point, I do believe. Hold on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that'd be 2 movement points. That's 2 movement. Well, let's just make sure. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so 2 movement points because any remainder is lost. So it's 1.6 movement points, but it'll be 2. So the train, they get off the train. That's Battle Group 4. Now what did I want to do with Battle Group 4? So there's 2 cavalry units. So he'll be the only one actually. I can't see the anybody else being able to move to get in there because that's 2 movements. They've already used up 2 movement points, and it's going to cost them 1 movement point extra just to get into a zone of control. So there's no way they can make it, right? So you see what I mean? They're at 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only ones that can, the only unit that can get in there is that big beautiful 9-5, or sorry 8-5, the first guard reserve. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm leaving the Battle Group 4 marker to show where they are. So they've hopped off the train, or maybe, yeah, that's good enough because I'll remember. So so that's 2 points, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because I think I'm going to try to mount an attack. I don't know what's there. It's going to suck if it's just a cavalry unit, but oh well. Okay, so I think I'm going to bring these guys back and mount an attack as well. So that's... who's on there? That's the way it goes. So they're going to get formed into Battle Group 1. So I'll put them over there. And you know, it's getting a little tricky here with all these crazy. So 6-5 is a -2. This 6-5 is half strength. And this guy is down 1, and then that's this guy as well. He's normal, I think. Yeah. Okay. God, these things flip around. That's one thing I hate about thin counters. They drive me up a flipping tree. Okay, so I've put them in Battle Group 1 because I really want to do one heck of a whopping attack here. So that's, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. But do I want to spread out the whole attack? So I think, yeah, that was okay. I actually did write down the attacks I wanted to do. So 16, 14, so that'll be 1 attack here. 17, 15, okay, so I do want to mount an attack, which would make sense. What in the world, why would you be bringing forces forward and to add them to Battle Group 1? And then 2013, obviously, yeah, this unit, and I'm sure it's a cavalry unit, they're driving me nuts, and I've got my, like, in a way, my best units, the 1st Corps, the 1st and 2nd Division, sitting here. They've done absolutely nothing. All they've done is move down here. That's the only thing they've done all game long, and I really got to get these guys going. So I didn't want to do an attack here, eh? Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to move more whatever I can to bear. You know what I mean? So I'm going to bring these guys. So that's 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring them here. I don't know what's there, but so they're going to go to 1 into Battle Group 1. And then I think I'll bring one of these guys in as well. Who's going to be 41st or 37th? Let's go with the 41st. So the 41st are going to go into Battle Group 1 as well. And I think that's, and then I still have to do maybe some fiddling over here, but I think it's fiddling for defensive purposes, if that makes any sense, because I don't think I want to do an attack. What my main objective is for these guys is to weather the storm here, see if I can, you know, don't lose any territory, and then start amassing as much firepower as I can here on this side, and I want to knock out this guy and then bring in this cavalry across here and scare the living dickens out of the Russian First Army, and that should, I think, alleviate a heck of a lot of pressure that's going to happen here, because A, I'll be threatening their lines of supply, and you know, if they want to supply, you know, any counterattacks or do anything, they're going to have to draw units away from going against Königsberg. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll just be doing some minor shuffling. You don't need to see that, I don't think. Or maybe I'll make a comment about it later for myself. But I'm sure I'll write it down. Trying to think. I think that's it. I can't think of any, unless I can grab any more units. What's in Battle Group 5? Anybody else that can pop in? The 1st Reserve and the 36th Reserve. I might as well, because the way I'm looking at it is, unless I take a devastating attack, damage in the counterattack. Okay, Battle Group 1. Do I have anybody that has not taken any hits yet? Darn it. That's the thing is, you know what I mean? Like, I start taking lots of hits now, and it's like, okay, I'm going to end up having to start eliminating units. These guys down to, you know, being 2 5s, it's like, okay, you know, I could have used other units, but that's what I'll do. I just got to hope to God that I don't get annihilated with points. But I'll bring them, I'm going to bring them in as well. I think every little point counts right now, because I mean, my goodness, can you imagine if I'm able to get, like, if these two units here for the Russian Second Army are able to go away. Whoa, that would be awesome. Because then that means I've got like free range around here. Now, what should I do with this cavalry? I should try to figure out something. I'll try to put them around here and drive them nuts. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think I babbled along quite a long time.